Hello everyone, this is Diane. I am going to be doing an experiment today with a book cover. I am following a course that I purchased from a very talented and creative lady named Nellie Wortman, and I purchased her course quite some time ago, but I'm finally taking the time to go through the course and to make a journal. And I don't think I'll be selling this journal, but I don't know. I won't know until I'm done with it, probably. This part will be all covered up. You won't see it, but the brown, you might. So this is, I didn't want to use something bright. I wanted something brown and vintage looking. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I can't show the things that she teaches in the course because you have to pay for that. But this is something that she didn't show in the course. She showed some of her finished journals, and one of them had a smaller spine like this, and she built onto it, and she didn't tell us how to do it. She didn't tell us how she did it. That's not part of the course. So I'm going to try to figure it out on my own. And I forgot to bring my Fabri-Tac over here, so I'm going to grab that, because I'm sure I'll be needing that. So let's just play along with it and see what we can do. Obviously this spine is much too small to make a journal with, especially, the kind I'm going to make. So I cut the back cover off, but I left it attached to the front. And then I removed, there's this paper, and that came right out, but underneath that paper was this lovely piece with, I'm not sure what you call that fabric. It looks cheeseclothy, but it's stiffer, and all this yummy stuff. I saved that piece, and I'll probably use that somewhere in this book. So for now, I'm going to set the back cover aside, and I'm just going to take a piece of this, kind of a rough fabric. I don't know what it's called. It's got a tight weave, and it's thicker than muslin, and you can see it just looks rough hewn. It's got some specks in it. I just love this fabric. I don't even know where I got it. So I'm going to put that over here and glue it. I'm not gluing it to the spine part at this point. Just want to hold it in place here. And I cut it longer than the book so it can be hang off at the top and the bottom. I like that. So now that I've got that glued into place, I've done a little thinking about this, but I haven't thought it completely all the way through, so hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't, you won't be seeing this video. So now I'm going to take my book, and this part here that doesn't have any glue on it, I'm going to sew to this fabric. So now I can make the spine as wide as I want with the fabric. I don't think that she put any paper or cardboard in there. I think all she had was fabric, but I wanted to try putting this in to give it a little stability. Just a little. It'll still be flexible, and this is a piece of the green hanging file folder, which I have used to make flexible covers with my little golden books recently. So let's see. I cut this at 2¼ inches. And I want this to be a part of that. So let's just see how much I would have it there, but on the underside. And then this part would have to be glued on. I can't sew the cover to this. Looks like it's going uphill. Yeah, I think I sewed it on crooked, or glued it on crooked, so I'm gonna lose some of the extra at the top, because I'll have to trim it, because it's uneven. But maybe that doesn't really matter. This is only gonna go to here, so it'll extend across the spine and onto the covers. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see where I want it, where that fold is. I'm just going to put some glue on here and try to glue it down in the right place. Got to make the top level and the bottom level with the book board. I think that's pretty good. I could have glued it out here, but then I'd have to cover it again. And I'll probably be putting some paint over there so you won't even see the title. But I do want you to be able to see that there is a part of a book spine there. So I'm just going to cut this, or tear it. And glue this part on. Again, I won't be able to see this part. I'm making it tricky for myself. And I can feel it here. I wonder if this cover is gonna be all wonky. Here's what I'll do. I'll fold that over, put some glue on it. And then lay this down so that it's even with the top and bottom of that. So I know I have it straight, even though this looks a little crooked. That's fine. I don't care if that's crooked, because this book is going to be grungy and messy, layered, and I think that's good. So now I have a spine, and I will do more to the spine. It will have more layers on it, but for now this is what I have. So I'm going to put another piece of fabric over that, and I think I'd like to use a piece of a sheet, which I didn't think about ahead of time, so I didn't get one out. I wonder if it's worth using up a piece of sheet for that, because the signatures will be in here and you'll only see, yeah, you can see some of the flowers, so that's good. We're going to go with it. I think I'll move it up so that we get a couple more flowers that are going to be showing. This one I'm making a little more level with the book cover, or trying to anyway. It doesn't, well, maybe I do want it to go all the way up so that way you won't be able to peek at that. And I'll just put some glue on this piece. Now, it was pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure it was after I purchased her course, I was going through some of my old Somerset Studio magazines, and I'll have to look at the date if I have the date. Well, I had torn out pages because I don't have room to just store all these magazines, so I tore out pages that I wanted to cut up, or pages that had projects that I was interested in, or that had artists that I wanted to hang on to their work and just admire it, you know. I could put them all together in a book one day, but I came across an article about Nellie Wortman, and I don't know if I had already purchased her course, or maybe I had purchased it because I saw this article. So she's been in Somerset Studio with this type of book. One of the book that's, well, I don't think it's on the cover of the magazine. She was on the cover. But one of the books that's pictured in the article is one that I saw in her video, as when she's showing examples of her work. Okay. So now the signatures will be here, but we can see these flowers here. So that is really fun. I like that. So that's something new I can do if I have a book with a narrow spine. I normally just take it off and use it, make a bookmark out of it, if I really like the spine. But now I could do that if I wanted to, and I like the look of a pieced together spine like that. That's cool. And I could do some more stitching down here, but that is just the construction of it anyway. I want to show you something interesting I'm going to do on the inside, and this is something that she does, and it's okay if I show you because you're going to see it in the finished flip through anyway. And that is, I'm so glad I saved this old hymn book cover, because I didn't think it was in good enough shape to make a journal out of, but then I thought maybe I would make a very shabby journal with it. But she took an old book cover like this and just glued it to the inside of her book, and so this little grungy stuff is sticking out. And then there's this, and she ended up, I didn't watch the whole course yet, but I've seen several of the videos, and she ended up kind of painting and gluing pages over this, but I really want this book cover to show. So, and hers fit better. It was like the exact size pretty much of the book cover that she had, that she was using, but I don't have one that I want to use for this book that fits this book. So I'll do some painting back here to cover that part up and then glue this down. I could put it up here and then put some fabric down here, like bunched up fabric that would be hanging out down here. That's something she's big on. So now I get to do the next step in her course and have fun with that. And I'll be back at some point. Like I said, I can't show you step by step as I do it because I paid for the course. And I guess I don't have to trim this off. It looks even enough to me. So I'm pleased with that. There's a raw edge of a book here. This spine is a raw edge, of course, but I might not want that raw edge to show, so I'll probably do some more layering of fabrics over this spine area. This is kind of an anything goes book. So I'm really looking forward to making some progress on the cover and then getting onto the pages, and I think it's going to be really fun. So tell me what you think about this, and tell me if it's something that you would want to try. I think I'll do it again. Thanks for watching and have a creative day today. Bye-bye.